What's up, world? It's Corey Mack coming back at you with a new poem. Check me out, called Thoughts of an Angel's Grandson. I understand this. The life that we live is a gift that we continuously tarnish with ill intentions and bad politics. I live in a land where man has cast away God for physical and monetary wants or commitment to a job. It seems odd we only call on him when we need him, praying for material wealth when we used to pray for freedom. Just 'cause you can't see the change doesn't mean that they're gone. We are just as much slaves now as in centuries before. Our churches have turned into corporate entities that suck the life out of the poor and mentally manipulate our communities. Does anyone understand why there used to be a church on each block? It was to ensure people in the area had a praying spot, where everyone knew everyone else's name, and preachers preached because they were called, not to gain wealth or some worldly fame. But nowadays we pray for charges with a kit when we should be praying God's will be done and we can accept it. Our governments could care less about what's happening on our streets. Gas is going up and it's getting harder to eat. This life ain't sweet, but I find my comfort in knowing that this life is temporary, and I know where my soul is going. But at what point do we come together and fight for what's right? Turn away from the darkness and head into the light. We teach little girls to be whores out here today, and teach young men the same thing, but then say it's okay. All the while destroying the innocence of a child that grows up and turns into the same man you fear when you see him act wild. Sad thing is, we just sit back and shake our heads, keep our mouths closed when there's so much to be said. We dismiss what's right and feed on what's wrong, acting like tragedy is our reality, and accept that to be the norm. Well, I pledge to Nana, I do what's right. And if it's only me and my brother in the dark land to be the light, we will do just that and kneel humbly in God's sight. We may be in your pulpit or your neighborhood culprit, but one thing is sure, the truth will be in the words we spit. So stay tuned for much more is to come. These are just a couple thoughts from an angel's grandson. Peace.